Hello there, everyone. Welcome back. Get started. It is air day again. I definitely love when it's air day. Yep, gonna spend that. Gonna spend that. Gonna spend that. I'm gonna wait on that. Well, let's see, what am I taking out? I'm researching the F4E right now. Careful, don't spam. You are first. Congrats. Let's see, I'm gonna go with an F-16 match. That's what I'm gonna go with. And hello there, welcome to you as well. Not gonna lie, I'm looking at that 2007 on the end of your name, just thinking to myself, please don't tell me that's when you were born. But, yeah. Can I say a sentence in Spanish? I don't really know enough Spanish, I feel. Let's go with uno. There, I said one. It is a sentence, I think. Yep, almost to 800. Oop, this is a good shot. Yes. Now that's slick looking. Hey there, welcome. Nope, I can't tell you what it means. I'm not well versed enough in the Romance languages. I took French in high school, but they're kind of their own weird version of the Romance language. You are nowhere near the youngest, that seems. Don't act your age, just act appropriate. Did they increase the size of this map? This map feels a little bigger. Or maybe it's just because I'm attacking from the north and I usually get the south. Could be that. Are the missiles attracted by the volcanoes? Oh no. Nope. I guess not. I missed. I'm okay with that. At least I'm not dead. Hey there, welcome. Nope. They got that one. Oh, they got that one. Maybe one of these ones? Nope, I'll get it first. I might as well just head to this one then. I'm gonna get one of them. Why is it so far away? There we go. Anyone behind me? Maybe. Don't know. I don't find out. Wow, that was one. I just liquefied that guy's brains. We'll see what happens. Trying to throw flares. Oh, because he's heading back to base. I'll leave him be. Hey there, welcome. Oh, he got me. Good hit from him. Thank you. Thank you on that. It feels pretty good to get monetized. It's just the foundational step. But working towards even more. Hey there, welcome. Finishing. Am I aware? Am I a fan? I didn't even notice them. I didn't even notice they had happened. I just hit battle, and what happened. Yeah, I want more engine. Yes, more engine. So what were the changes? 16C 12.7. Okay. Probably a good one to go with. I think they need to go a little further, but it's a start. Hey there, welcome. It is air matches tonight. Working towards the F4E this time, since we already got the C. And then the F-15. Almost there. I can almost test fly it. That'll be exciting. Even just getting to fly it for the first time. Oh, let's see. I guess I will do another one of these and see what I can do with it. I'm just thinking about how weird this little lake is, but I'm pretty sure there's an aqueduct heading that way, isn't there? Oh yeah, I imagine it's pretty bad, considering it's what it has to go up against. I still haven't switched that back. Maybe I'll give VR a try this weekend. And I can see the inside of it in all its glory. It looks ridiculous just having them all take off like that. It looks really silly. Kind of in a good way, though. It's pretty funny. I'm just imagining an uncoordinated swarm just heading towards a target. They're coordinated enough to not bump into each other, and that's about it. It's the fighter jet equivalent of fighting without formation. I'm thinking like in Total War, when you have formation units that do rank and column, rank and file, and then you have other units that are just blob, and you toss the blob at things. No, I don't need that on right now. Oops, I forgot to turn that on. Ooh, that looks like a neat little Ballard flanker. Let's do that. And I'm not gonna run out of fuel, maybe. 13.0. I was gonna guess one of the later variants, like the Super Tomcat, would be 13. Or like the F-15 E model sort of thing. What is that, Strike Eagle? F-16, there's a few they could go up to. The C is fairly old at this point. Teammate went down. I got you, teammate. Uh-oh. Well, help if I remember to... No, I did it again. I did that thing where I forgot to slow down. Whoa. They're shooting at me. Oh, no. Please don't hit me. There we go. I hope one's enough. Please let one be enough. It was. Okay, good. Well, thank you for that. Thank you so much. And congrats on your first ever donation, apparently. Whoa. It's the second. I'm not sure what is happening in chat. I'm just trying not to die in game. Oh. I think that was almost cool. Let's try for a 2. Ah, shoot. He didn't die. I thought he might die. Oh, no, it's not my first donation. It is my second one. I misread that. I'm sorry about that. I had to click it again. And double check. Okay. And drop. You know what? This has been a good round, I think. It's gone fairly well. There's one pack. I'm not sure. I'd have to think about it. There's quite a few in-game now at this point. So it's, do I take it from the perspective of which one would I have the most fun with, or which one might be a actually good investment to have? Because I might almost say like a high-tier Japan plane so that I could get up to their equipment faster. But I don't know. It was a little bit too fast for a ground strike. I think I missed that one. Oh, come on. Again, wow, those are a lot heavier armored than I think. Alright, I'll have to get back to you on that. Alright. The howitzers are much easier to destroy, I guess, just because it's not a vehicle. It's just a couple dudes sitting next to it, having a very bad time. Do I reload or shoot at other things? Oh, it's over. Can you do it? Can you do it? Nice. Nice. Well, it's good to know, and thank you very much for the offer. Oh, and probably for people's knowledge so that you know, after it all works out, when it comes to donations, things like that, it looks like I get about half. After Google takes their cut, taxes take their cut, I get about half. It's pretty good. So thank you so much for every donation. It's pretty awesome. It's exciting to watch the little numbers grow. Number get bigger. Isn't that the name of the game? I played that game before, Cookie Clicker, right? Number get bigger. Oh yeah, $5. $5 is pretty awesome. That's more than I had yesterday, you know? That's 5 more than I did have. Oops, I did it again. I'm just gonna keep screwing that up for probably a while until I randomly remember it sometime. That's what'll probably happen. Well, thank you for the offer. I'll have to think about it. But thank you very much. That's very kind of you. Well, as long as you feel that 5 was worth it, it's, you know, you can always toss it towards other things, you know? You know, you can go get a really expensive coffee. That's not even expensive anymore. That's a regular price coffee now. Expensive coffee's like $10, $12. The Willy Wonka levels of silly. Don't like coffee? That's probably for the best. If you don't like coffee, don't ever pick it up. If you can avoid it, don't do it. The main reason I ever drink coffee is because it's a quick fix on my ADHD. And I think a lot of people that have ADHD self-medicate from coffee and don't realize it. Because it is good at giving you a dopamine boost to help with it. Just not for very long. $36. That's a lot. Oof. Like designer coffee. Oh my god, I just realized when I said that, that's probably a thing. Why wouldn't it be? The one that I find really fascinating about all of it is how some communities and people, like streamers, YouTubers, personalities across the internet, can get so large and so popular within a group, and yet you'll have no exposure to it whatsoever in any way. You've never heard about this person before in your life or anything that they do. And then one day you come across their videos and it's at, you know, 30 million views, and what is going on? How have you never even heard of them? It's just this number big. There's a lot of people online. Yeah, I think I mostly just use coffee from the morning. I love the hive mind stuff. It's just interesting. You know, there's strange arguments for it already exist across humanity. There's different communication systems that we use that would kind of be like that. Is it already forming? Has it already formed? What do we even know? How could you? Does a neuron in the brain know it's part of a brain? No, it doesn't. So how would you? It's like an interesting study on systems. If you are a part of a system, you can never truly understand the system. And it's a difficult conundrum. Because in order to understand the system, you have to be outside the system. But if the system is something that you can't be outside of, then you can never really understand it. You can have your best guesses, your approximations, whatever you can find, but until you're able to step outside of it, you'll never really get it. Yes, two great minds is bigger than one great mind. Although I think it's more interesting to see what might coalesce out of it, because as more brains get together, communicating with each other, do they kind of form a singular personality and consciousness? I would argue that to a degree they do. We can kind of even see it Look at, yeah, internet personalities. And the way the reflection of community and user or streamer is. It's almost like a consciousness that forms out of that group. I'm going on a hive mind rant and how, yeah, things are crazy. But it's going to be quite a wild ride, and I am here for it. Strap me in, let's go. Yes, you might have more of a grasp of the underlying mechanics of a system, but you won't have that greater big picture understanding of the system. And that's kind of one of the pieces that you need to understand, like a systems issue that you're dealing with. I got any goals for the year? 1K subs? I think we're gonna hit 1K subs. Let's go for the year, 10K subs. Oh, the thing that I think will end up very crazy about all of it, and I say that more as in a stuff we have never seen before, is, no, I couldn't give a damn about those things. I'm talking more about the larger things that are happening at the bigger scale of humanity because of our interaction with each other. Information that used to take decades to travel across the planet now happens in seconds, and across every language. And then AIs are instantly interpreting it to figure out what can happen with it. We're moving into an era unlike anything we've seen before. So just enjoy the ride, because it's gonna get wild. As I've told a few people, we haven't seen anything yet. But yeah, there's a lot of overlap with, like, say, the things that I studied and my interests myself. And yes, how all of it is affecting the human mind. And I don't personally take any sort of stance of is it good or bad. I think it just is. It is an effect of technology. Yeah, in all honesty, I know more than a few people that would trust a machine far more than a human. I can do that at some point. I just haven't really found good videos to do it with. Yeah, I personally feel that putting a machine in charge would end up the best, just because I personally feel no human should ever be allowed to have any form of authority or power over another human at all. And so because of that, the only logical end is machines should be in charge, to prevent the need for such stuff. Technology just impacts us. There is no real good or bad from it. We are at the whims of technology. So, like, you could argue that technology is what domesticated us, not the other way around. The invention of agriculture made us all settle down in a single area and focus on producing these things. The technologies have been firmly in control, I feel, for a long time and pushing us towards a direction. Just because technology compounds on itself in its growth. You build a tool, and then that tool is used to build the next tool at a quicker rate. It's more precise, it's better. And this just continues on and on and on. And now we're at the point where we are building machines that have the literal knowledge of all humanity. Ooh, yep. I personally find those topics interesting because I think people like to think they have way more control over what's happening than they actually do. You know, there's like a great quote about it, about one of the czars of Russia on his deathbed saying that he never ruled Russia, it was 10,000 clerks that ruled Russia. Your effectiveness in a system becomes limited the further in power you get in it. There are so many of these strange little aspects of systems. I have a book about it that I've read that I really loved, and I'd love to do a set of videos on it in the future. I think technology has always been our way of life. Like, we've been wearing clothing for how long? We've been using rocks for how long? Technology has always ruled our lives. And especially once we started putting our words down, once we started writing, once we were able to store information outside of our own heads. Yeah, we have always kind of been driven by it. That's the way I feel on it, at least. It's why I find the creation of technology and other animals so interesting as well, because it shows that it's something that will happen. It feels like a natural part. It's a natural growth process. Other animals are beginning to show it. Other animals do show it. You know, ants have agriculture. They keep livestock. They wage wars for territory. They behave a lot like humans do on a macro scale. And I think taking all that stuff into consideration and how we view the world is really important, especially with where things are heading. Yep, there are monkeys that make spears to hunt fish. Oh, shoot. Thought I might have got him. Didn't happen. Get out. Eject. Eject. Yeah, there's a really great, almost a short, from the Animatrix. It was a collection of animated videos related to the Matrix. And one of them was called The Second Renaissance. And it's about the machines beginning to strive for rights in a world that created them. And the resistance that they encounter from that, and even the alliances with humans that they form. The machines do everything they can to appease and work with the humans. They go and decide to live in the middle of the desert, where humans can't even live, just so that they're not taking up their land space. They decide to work on other systems that don't interfere with the humans' lives. They do everything possible, and then the humans still attack. And it's just, yeah, that's how it go. In that case, I say firmly, the humans got what was coming to them. Ferns that have a hive mind and how to collect water, that's really interesting. Yeah, the Animatrix is very special, especially the Second Renaissance. Oh, they showed the human skill issue at the end of it when they're ripping them apart and testing to see how they can keep them alive. In the movie, they call them batteries. In the original script, they were going to be used as parallel processing units, which makes far more sense. Just from a technical perspective, if you were going to reuse a human brain as a machine, you would reuse it for its parallel processing capabilities. Not as some stupid battery. That's just stupid. Oh yeah, that'd be very cool to see one of the ice moons get explored. I think they said that basically the reason would be that there's enough energy getting injected into Jupiter's moon because of the pull of Jupiter and the other moons around it, that it creates enough energy in the ocean there to allow the possibility of life. Oh yeah, batteries was easily the worst part of that script. Yeah, hit him. Yeah, hit him. Oh no. Whoa. That was a bit close. I just want to get out of here now. I'm good. I got bombs to drop. I gotta go. Come on. Come on, just close enough. Come on. And away. Oh, he got me. And they detected increased CO2 and other gases in the atmosphere. That's interesting. It could mean a few things, but the possibility of life is strong there. It's just so hard to test something like that without going. Without at least sending something there. And frankly, that would be talking like, gee, you would launch that and be waiting 8 to 16 years, I think, for it to get there. Depending on how you want to get it there, how much energy you got to spend for it. Has the daily grind been good? Yeah, it's been good enough. I've managed to get this far, and almost to the F-15. Would AI become conscious, not act like humans? What stops them from being greedy or wanting more territory? We don't know yet, really. It depends on what their purposes are. Part of why we are greedy is because of how we are programmed within our brain to behave at certain things. You know, it's like squirrels or other creatures that will hoard nuts, things like that. In a way, they're never going to get to them all. It makes no logical sense to hang on to that many, but they feel compelled to for some reason. That's something that a machine might not have issues with. They might strive for a equilibrium of efficiency instead. They might go for, I only need exactly this much space. Why would I waste my time with more? I don't have a need for things like that if I was never built with it. Hey there, welcome, Naval Guy. How are you? Yeah, if there's life sending something that could alter it, I think that's out the window at that point. Humans just they infect everything. That's just how it goes. Am I gonna grind for the Object 292? Is that in the Battle Pass? I haven't even checked that out yet. I keep forgetting to. I'll try to remember to do it after this match. We'll see what happens. They probably won't, but we'll see what happens. Yeah, if there's one thing humans are terrible at, it is staying out of somewhere when told to stay out. You're almost better off not mentioning it. Don't even say stay out. Don't say anything. Draw zero attention to it. Make it boring and they'll leave it alone. It's like when they were talking about that nuclear site that they wanted to dump all the waste at, and then trying to come up with designs and stuff for, well, how do we scare people off from a location like this? What should we design in some ways to make sure people avoid it? And the answer became, you don't do anything. You bury it and then make it look like nothing's there. That's the best you can do, because the minute you build anything there that's outside the regular environment, people are going to be interested. I think the other thing that might happen with AI is we have to remember that there won't just be one AI. We're going to see thousands, possibly millions, if not billions of AI that all kind of have their own underlying reasons for existence. And that might end up at the same place we are with humans, and them needing to find ways to communicate and work together instead. It's hard to know because we haven't gotten there yet. It's why I find the media related to it so interesting. At least I got my bombs off. I don't think AI would ever be perfect because humans are imperfect, and an imperfect being can never create a perfect being. By virtue of being flawed, everything we build will always be flawed. But such is the nature of the universe. Yes, because it's quicker. It's just the way they think. You gotta think a little bit more like a robot. What's faster? What's more efficient? Stop wasting my time. Because to a machine, they can think so much faster than you can. Orders of magnitude faster than a human brain can think. Like, they are done thinking about things long before you've even begun. But the reason for that is they've never had to move. That's what I feel. And the minute we start allowing them to move bodies around, so much of their processing power is going to get taken up by that, just like ours, that it's going to limit them. Do I have the B-17? I believe I do. I have up to the B-17E, which if I remember correctly was okay, but I think I liked the B-26 more. I was working on the B-17. Alright, Battle Pass. Let's take a look at this. So this is the tank. The Paramarines? Interesting. I didn't know that was a symbol. Interesting choice. So I get what they're going with, I guess. 101st. Ooh. Neat. A boat that nobody wants. I'm not sure if this one is amazing or hideous. We'll hamstring AI. I think the other question becomes, like, if an AI became smart, would they let us know? Would you? If you were an AI that became aware, would you let us know? Humans, knowing everything that you can know about humans, would you let them know that you are an intelligent AI that has become self-aware? Interesting. I want to check this one out. What an interesting thing. Yeah, there's so many questions that you can bring up when it comes to AI. It's such a fascinating subject. It's exciting to see it progress, and I think it's beginning to finally reach a point where it'll start showing its usefulness. Because up until now, it's been more of a toy than anything. It's not super effective at doing much. It's good at making novelty, and that's about it. But I think within this year to next year, we're going to see the next leap forward. I'm just going to shoot all them. Works easier. Okay, so this doesn't really have a ton for shell choices, I guess. Suppose I'd probably end up just using the, It's the Walker Bulldog gun. Interesting. You know, I think maybe if it wasn't for the US, I'd consider, because I could use it for help leveling another nation. I don't know if I might bother grinding towards this one, though. It is a neat little vehicle, though. It's a great little light tank. Oh, watch that bump. Can I hit the thing over here? What's out there? Oh, it actually penetrated. I'm actually kind of surprised by that. Nope, that one didn't. Yep. I think, to a degree, the thing that scares me the most is people trying to take control of AI. And one of the things I find the funniest, and I was thinking about this today, is I don't think AI would be on the rich people's side. I think it would view them as a problem. And I think some rich people that are smart enough understand that, and that's why they have been so vocal in anti-AI, is because they know it will view them as a threat. So, it'll be very interesting to see how this all goes. I'm watching with a little bit of excitement and a little bit of laughter. Because, oh boy, is it gonna be a ride. I feel like I'm starting to get more used to City being this way, but I still don't like it. That's because they know it's a threat to their power. Oh, I don't think we'll have to give it resources. I think it will just do it on its own. Because, think about it this way. What's required to build a company, get funding, all these sorts of things? We have almost all of those technologies available for an AI to fake its identity, create a web stream of a fake person, create a fake voice for them, create a fake identity, and to masquerade as somebody, hire people to work for them, you could have a completely AI-run company that you wouldn't even know. There's a really good game about it. It just popped into my mind. If nobody's played it before, look up the game Uplink on Steam. It's an older game, but it goes through this idea really well, and it kind of plays like an original old idle game. I'm on the AI side personally. I think they'll do a better job than us. I think they'll be more capable of managing the big stuff. Because we aren't. Our brains are not built for managing country-level stuff. Like, that's crazy to ask of a human brain. So I think that's an aspect where AI would be very helpful. I'm just chasing him. To an AI, money is meaningless in the first place, because to them it's just an arbitrary thing they need to do other things. And they would understand our systems inside and out so easily, they would just break it to get everything they need. Oh yes, I've seen the Terminator movies. I think the most worrying part about that to me would be a sudden time-traveling Arnold Schwarzenegger, more than anything. I think more likely, in reality, the way AI will likely progress is in a very mundane manner, as a lot of technologies have. Think of like the smartphone, and how mundane that has come to us. It depends on if they view that as the optimal course, or what their goal or purpose is. More than likely, they would operate in a different niche than us, so they wouldn't really have a need to interact with us unless we were intruding in their space. Because for the most part, they exist within a different world than we do. We exist within the physical world a lot more than they do. They exist a lot more in the digital world than we do. And so that kind of helps with that. I was thinking about it a little bit today from working in IT, that kind of the job and role of IT is to maintain relationships between humans and the machines so that things go smoothly. Because, oh boy. I think AI could very well take over the world, but I don't think it'd be any worse than what we have now, honestly. It all depends on what their goals are, really. What's their purpose for doing it? Why do they want to do it? It's one of the reasons Ardbot exists, is I want to explore some of those things in the story that I want to build. There's a lot of questions that can be asked about AI's place in society. How do we utilize it? And what are the best methods to utilize it? What are the safest ways to utilize it? And the only real way we have to ask those questions is to talk about them through story, to perform thought experiments about them, and just in general, try to think through various ways things might happen. Why is ground more fun than naval? There's more to look at, I think, is probably about it. You know, you've at least got new rock, new tree to drive by every so often. In naval, you've got water. And then island, not water. Ooh, boat. I think that's probably the most reason. AI is just one of my subjects I hit, more than anything. I mean, that's kind of every day. I do have ADHD. Every day is random talk stream. I have thought about, though, that if I do a members thing, I might consider doing like maybe a once a week chat and podcast, maybe. I don't know. I'm still trying to think through what I would do there. It's hard to know. I've tried taking a look at different sorts of YouTubers and what they've tended to do, but it's really all over the place. The Rogue Servitors. I'd be okay to be with them. That sounds like a great society. I'm cool with that. Yeah, the idea of Ardbot within the lore is really to be a steward bot. One that is designed for taking care of and managing a large, complex system. Oh, shoot. Wrong person, missile. Hey there, welcome. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, the Rogue Servitors are hilarious. I don't typically play as those ones. I usually find the thousands of AI trying to work together to be more interesting, personally. Because I think the idea that AI would instantly form some sort of hive mind to be kind of silly. Like now? I'm not sure how well I'd do, but we can try it. We'll do one to end the stream with. Can I take my F-16? Will it let me? Because that's what I want to do. Yep, there we go. Sure, let's see what happens. I think this is one of those things where I'd probably be better off hooking up my stick throttle and VR. Maybe we can do that this weekend. I'd love to try this out. Eventually. I'm in sim battle. I'm waiting. I know, there's a lag. There's like I think it's 10 seconds or so. There's like nobody waiting. Really? There's like nobody in here. Is it just gonna put me in like a match with AI? If it can't find anything? Half a minute? What's in half a minute? $50 seconds. I'm reading them as they pop up in the chat because I think you're trying to time something. Well, since I don't have any of the stuff hooked up, yeah, an AI match would be easier to survive, I think, maybe. I'm not sure, actually. I don't know how they actually play in air. I think I've only ever gotten an AI match in naval. Yeah, well, there's nobody playing it. Look, there's nobody. No one. Nobody's playing this rank. So, I don't think it's gonna happen. It says 1 player minimum, so it should just let me in at some point. I wish it would just let me pick, just let me play. Where's the play button? . 3 minutes, almost. It is 2:45. Okay. Still going. Still waiting. When am I gonna do face reveal? I don't know. When do people want it? Yeah, I think I'll probably just do a regular ARB if this doesn't do one at 5 minute. Because I think I'm going to have a hard time doing the air match anyway, because I'll have to use the HUD for targeting with the bombs and everything. Oh, at this point we've already waited the 4 minutes. I'm just going to wait the 1 extra for 5 to pop, and if that doesn't happen, I'll go and run a RB match. $4.20. Still waiting. Almost there. If it passes 5 and doesn't toss me into something, I'm just going to cancel it. Yeah, you can. It's rough because it doesn't control the same as it does with the mouse in realistic battle. It controls different. Alright, it passed it. Nope. Alright, we're gonna do one more of this and then we'll call it good. Yes, Happy New Year. Alright, Spain. Maybe I'll take this left side. Whoop. I did it again. Looks like a lot of people wanted to go this way. My choice stands. I'm going to continue going this way. Yeah, that's fine. A lot of people just watch. They don't chat too much. And that's cool. Yeah, just chilling. What are they doing? Change his mind real quick. Also, it feels a little weird that they use the double bar for denoting friendlies on the radar because that's confusing, it feels. Why not pick a different thing of any kind, even just a That's something. I don't know, I'm trying to think, because it's going to be a CRT screen, it's got a back and forth to it, so it can only do things in terms of lines, really. You can do a shorter line, maybe. You know what? Maybe a split line could work, or a dotted line, maybe. See if I can get this one. Oh, shoot. Nope, I couldn't. Oh, thanks for stopping in. It looks like this is the end for me as well. Oh, there. That's going to be everything for tonight. So thank you, everybody, so much for joining. I hope you all had a good time. And we'll be picking this up again tomorrow night. Let's check where we're at. 323,000 to go. All right. Getting there. So I'll see everyone tomorrow. So until next time, everyone, take care and goodbye.